With Ashland Credit Union's Communities,
MyTown TV's coverage of Russell Lady Devil Volleyball, folks. Opening night here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium, and they set us up with a good one to kick it off this year. The Russell Lady Devils taking on the Greenup County Lady Musketeers. A rematch from last year's district championship ball game. We'll get into a little bit of that here in a second, but a big thank you to our sponsors here pregame. Ashland Credit Union got us taken care of, and as always, we are fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, and this is all presented by Big Sandy Superstores. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, and if you tuned in this evening, thank you for that. This is Elijah Mullins. I got Grant and Josh joining me here on the production crew this evening. It's going to be a great show. Going to be some good volleyball action. I hope you're looking forward to watching. I'm looking forward to talking about it. We're going to jump to our first commercial break. We'll be back here in a few minutes on MyTown TV.
with Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Download our app today.
Whoa!
Save on gas.
Easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me? Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards? Hot doggies, give me that.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me? Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards? Hot doggies, give me that. What in the Pixar? You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner.
Gets them every time.
Rewards. Got it. Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
do bodywork and repair.
We've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And we're back here on MyTown TV, coverage of Russell Lady Devil Volleyball and another MyTown school, the Greenup County Lady Musketeers. It's opening night for volleyball season here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium, and I think that we are in store for a really, really nice opening matchup this evening. And again, Ashland Credit Union here, sponsoring the pregame show. As always, we are fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, and everything's presented to you by the Big Sandy Superstore. Appreciate all of our sponsors. But let's get into a little bit of volleyball talk here for this evening. We're first going to talk about the visiting Greenup County Lady Musketeers, who came off of a really, really nice season last year that actually saw them defeat Russell in the district championship game, 3-0 right here in Marvin Mare at the gymnasium. They ended up getting beat in the regional tournament, but after a nice showing, they ended up losing to Boyd County. They replaced some big pieces in that lineup. Peyton Powell was, I'm pretty sure the region player of the year and was a just phenomenal volleyball player all the way around. Have to replace her, have to replace Maria Moraci and several other seniors from that team last year that made them very solid, but not all is lost down on the farm, as they say in Greenup County. Greenup County brings in a really nice looking senior class this year. Volleyball player wise, they can get it done up front with Haley Dillow, Rachel Hall, Cammie Hammond, Bailey Willis, and the big name probably to watch for this year, Lucy Roy, the senior from down there in Greenup County, can really play. I know last year she was really stuffing stat sheets. I think she led in blocks, was way up there in kills. A spot that, definitely want to keep an eye out for this season. From behind the service line, she can really, really put the pressure on the opposing team. Really tough serving the volleyball and can put a lot of pressure on a team. Difficult to handle from that spot. Greenup also this year has a new head coach, and we definitely have to make mention of Coach Coleman. Kimbria Coleman now leading the Greenup County Lady Musketeers. I believe had been previously leading the South Point Lady Pointers, but anybody who has ever been around 16th region volleyball for any extended period of time knows about Kimbria Coleman. Kimbria was a phenomenal volleyball player in her own right, down playing for the Raceland Lady Rams. At that point in time, head coach of the Lady Kittens, Jason Clark, was leading the Lady Rams, and Kimbria was a really, really good volleyball player back playing for Coach Clark at that time. But like I said, it's a new year for the Lady Musketeers. They have a lot of talent on the roster. I'm sure they've got a knowledgeable coach leading the way, so I'd say that the opportunity for a good year certainly exists. And tonight, they look to try to get it started here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium, and the Lady Devils are out to make sure that maybe that hot start doesn't happen tonight. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
People like to ask us what we do. We do it all.
Greenup County is bringing dental care directly to your schools. Learn more at greenupchdky.gov.
Greenup County Health Department. Public health is public wealth.
Ashland deserves leadership that is steady and strategic with a bold vision for the future. That's exactly how I lead. Forward with smart growth. Forward with responsible budgeting. Forward with safe neighborhoods and strong infrastructure. Forward with the opportunity for the next generation. I'm Amanda Clark, and I'm asking for your vote for the Ashland City Commission.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Community inclusion is redefining support for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. From day training and care management to in-home support and family home providers, they help individuals live, work, and thrive in their communities. Now accepting referrals across Kentucky. Email info@communityinclusionky.com to get started today.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
Mom, what's for dinner?
And we're back here on MyTown TV. Just spent a few minutes talking about the Greenup County Lady Musketeers, a team that certainly looks formidable on paper. Got a good head coach there leading the way, and I'm sure is looking to get off to a good start this season. And on the other side, the home team looking to stand in their way and also get their season underway on the right foot is the Russell Lady Red Devils, led by head coach Casey Mullins. Russell finished last year 27-11, ended up being district runner-up after dropping the championship game to the Lady Musketeers here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. They ended up with a region loss to the Ashland Lady Kittens, but had a pretty solid year there at a 27-11 record. Both these teams I failed to mention earlier. I've got a couple minutes here that I can talk a little bit more. Both of them coming off pretty decent showings this summer at the Bluegrass State Games. I know both teams really competed pretty well, played against some pretty solid competition. And I've had the opportunity to watch them play just a little bit at some summer play games up in Ashland. And both teams look like they could be very competitive in the 16th region. But not to get off track, I wanted to make sure I mentioned the Bluegrass State Games because you see some competition outside the region. It's hard to deal with, a little bit different than what you're seeing. Both teams performed well. Russell, though, coming in this year, having to replace a trio of really, really solid senior volleyball players in Sydney Sizemore, Brooklyn Holly, and Kennedy Darnell. All three of them just really tremendous contributors to last year's volleyball team. Sydney Sizemore did everything on the court. Brooke Holly was it'd be hard to argue against her as the top or one of the top two or three defensive players in all of the region. And then Kennedy Darnell, as active at the net, a good server, hustle player, really competed all over the court, very good volleyball player. Russell will miss those three this year, but they have a solid senior class again this year, led by J.C. Hall. And J.C. is an explosive athlete, tremendous throwing the discus, throwing the shot put. But really, I think she really loves to be on the volleyball court, and she plays well above the net. She is going to be a threat all year long in the 16th region. She can really play. She's joined by fellow seniors, Brooklyn Sizemore, Kaylee Wilson, and Brianna Kraft. You notice I mentioned another Sizemore playing for the Russell Lady Devils, and Brooklyn is the younger sister of last year's senior Sydney Sizemore. And Brooklyn very much cut from the same cloth as being able to play this game. She can do everything on the floor, tremendous at the serve line, tremendous in serve receive, acts as the team's setter, does a tremendous job of doing that, and certainly can attack at the net. She is definitely a player to watch this season, but her and Hall kind of lead the way for Coach Mullins on the floor. Also, have to make sure to mention there are a few young new faces showing up for the Lady Devils this year. New to the roster and names to keep an eye on moving forward. Two 8th graders, Brighton Vanover, Bria Bradley, both very, very capable and getting some solid experience. And then freshman Harper Music can really play, has kind of established herself a little bit as a varsity player last year in the 8th grade and continued to have a pretty nice summer. She would definitely be one to keep an eye on. Both teams now getting warmed up, and we're about 4.5 minutes before we take off here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. So we'll get our last pregame ad in. I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting distracted by some of the swings here during warm-ups. The balls are being hit with some pop. It's going to be a fun season, no doubt about it. But we'll be right back here with the Ashland Credit Union pregame show on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Download our app today.
Whoa!
Ranger Rodney here.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards? Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Mark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
People like to ask us what we do. We do it all.
Isn't it time to bring some magic into the real world? Where knights ride in shining armor, and pirates always have a bag of loot. Where everyone is welcome for a toast. Where wonder and fantasy awaits you round every corner. Discover it all at the Ohio Renaissance Festival. Visit renfestival.com for info and tickets.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love. Trust is something earned, not...
On TV, it says we got about a minute here before we kick off, but my guess is we're still going to have national anthem and player introduction, so we may be a little bit longer than that. I got to take one step back. I apologize, folks. I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't called the game in a while. I've made mention of all the seniors for Greenup County. I wanted to make sure I pointed out all the seniors for the Russell Lady Devils as well. I apologize for not doing that. But I mentioned J.C. Hall. I mentioned Brooklyn Sizemore. They were joined by Kaylee Wilson and by Brianna Kraft. I'm not sure if I said that, but both of them are going to be major contributors to the team this year. Now it looks like we're going to get player introductions.
Let's have a great big Russell welcome for our
Got
neighbors down the road.
Brent Bailey down on the PA announcing, going to be doing that job for the Lady Devils here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium this year. He does a fantastic job. He also calls the football games. It really does a really, really nice job. And looks like we're going to get the national anthem, so we're going to take another quick commercial break. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
Greenup County is bringing dental care directly to your schools. Learn more at greenupchdky.gov.
Greenup County Health Department. Public health is public wealth.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
Do bodywork and repair.
we've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath.
And we're back here on MyTown TV as the national anthem played. Now I think we're going to get player introductions. The first for the Lady Musketeers. I'm going to let Brent Bailey take care of this for us.
Number 2, Kaylee Braden. Number 3, Emma Sargent. Number 4, Cambria Hammond. Number 6, Rachel Hall. Number 10, Maya Defoe. Number 12, Caroline Woods. Number 15, Haley Dillow. Number 16, Lucy Roy. Number 18, Hannah Newsom. Number 20, Stella Heitman. Number 24, Danica Beach. Number 32, Allie Jo Brown. And number 33, Ava Defoe.
I think, so the roster that I got for Greenup County did not have any numbers. I think I got everybody taken care of. But they was talking really fast, so I'm not sure, but we're going to do the best we can. So if I miss a number or miss a name, folks, I apologize for that. And now for the home team, Lady Devils.
Number 2, Rhea Bradley. Number 4, Mallory Wells. Number 6, Evelyn Ward. Number 7, J.C. Hall. Number 8, Addison Page. Number 9, Sloan Hicks. Number 10, Harbor Music. Number 12, Brooklyn Sizemore. Number 13, Brighton Vanover. Number 14, Kaylee Wilson. Number 21, Bree Grant. Number 24, Abigail Artist. Number 34, Heidi Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, your Russell Red Devils.
And there would be the Russell Lady Devils to start the season. A name missing, Nina Vorndren, the junior hitter, suffered a knee injury during preseason workouts and will be out for the year, which is definitely a loss here for the Devils. Trying to see if I can make sure that I have all of the numbers accounted for Greenup County. I think that I'm good. And we are just about to be underway. How exciting. I'm excited. If you tuned in for the Ashland Credit Union pregame show and listened to me stumble around there for a few minutes, I certainly appreciate it. I have not called a game since, I believe, basketball season, so it's been a minute. But we'll get going, I'm sure. So looks like on the court for Greenup County to start the game will be Kaylee Braden, Lucy Roy, number 3, Emma Sargent. 24, Danica Veach. 15, Haley Dillow. And I got 3, Emma Sargent. I believe that I got everybody there. And 12, Caroline Woods. For Russell, starting will be Bree Kraft, Harper Music, Abby Artis, JC Hall, Brooklyn Sizemore, and Kaylee Wilson. And we are just about to be underway here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. Nice student section turnout on both ends. Always awesome to see early in the school year. Back to serve for the Lady Musketeers will be number 15. That is Haley Dillow. Senior will kick it off here. Ball is overtaken by Artis. Set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall puts it down off the hands of Hammond. Good effort, but Russell jumps on the board 1-0. So Russell out 1-0. Back to serve now for the Lady Devils. Sizemore, she puts it over. It's going to be taken by Dillow. Set comes, swing coming from Roy. Going to be dug out by Kraft. Now a scramble for the ball. Russell sends a free ball over. Hammond takes it. Set coming in the middle to Roy. Roy puts it down. Nice dig by Sizemore. Kaylee Wilson goes up, puts it over Hammond. Recovers it. A nice dip opportunity there. Set coming now from Artis. Outside swing from Music. It goes down, taken by Hammond, but we've got a Lady Musketeer in the net. Point Lady Devils. Greenup County fans, I apologize if I'm not getting names out quick enough. I'm not as familiar with your players, but I'm working on it. Brooklyn Sizemore back to serve again. It's over and in, going to be popped up. Hammond with the serve from the back. Free ball going to be sent over by Roy, taken by Kraft. Set coming from Sizemore. Off the mark, Hall has to just push it over. Set coming now from Sargent, and a push from Dillow taken by Artis. Sizemore with the set, goes to Music. Music up and is blocked by Roy, and she can do that at the net. She is dangerous. So Greenup County now on the board, score 2-1 in favor of the Lady Devils. Back to serve for Greenup County, number 1, Bailey Willis. She replaces number 24, Danica Veach. Serve over, taken by Artis. Goes to Sizemore, set in the middle, and put down by Hall. She plays well above the net. Checking in now for the Lady Devils, number 13, 8th grader Brighton Vanover. Back to serve for Russell, number 24, Abby Artis. She puts the serve over, taken by Hammond. Set coming now from Sargent, goes to Roy. Roy swings, dug out by Sizemore, but dug out and into the bleachers. Big swing there by Roy. And a tough spot here now as she goes back to the serve line where we know she can be dangerous. Score now 3-2 with Roy to serve. Serve over and on line, taken by Hall. Off her arms and into the stands. Ace for Roy, and that is where she can really put some pressure on the opposing team.
Number 16, Lucy Roy.
Roy back to serve again. Jump service got some heat. Russell's able to dig it up, sends a free ball over. Set coming, here comes a swing, and a big swing on the outside there by Kaylee Braden. Greenup County now finds themselves up 4-3. A nice swing there on the outside by the senior. This serve is a little long, and that's going to knock the game up 4-4. But again, you can see when Lucy Roy gets hot behind that service line, she can do some damage. Back now serving for Russell, JC Hall. Jump serve, floats in, dug out. Set comes, here comes a swing on the right side, and they're going to get Russell in the net. So Greenup County now wins the first 5-4. Back to serve, number 3, Emma Sargent. Sargent serve floats over, taken by Music. Set coming from Sizemore up to the net, going to be pushed over by Vanover. Swing coming now from Wilson, she pushes, Sizemore digs. Set from Artis, and here comes Music with the swing, and it's into the net. Point Greenup County. 6-4 Lady Musketeers. Sargent now to serve again. Dug out by Hall. Dip, excuse me. Pushed over by Sizemore, and then a nice dink there by Kaylee Braden. And Greenup County now starting to extend that lead up 7-4. Greenup has some nice length and athleticism up there around the net. Serve taken by Hall, goes to Music, and Russell's going to have to send a free ball over. Free ball over taken by Hammond. Set coming from Sargent to the outside. Good hustle. Russell has the opportunity to send a free ball, but that will be 4 and a point Greenup County. And the Lady Devils are going to take a timeout, and we'll take it as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Wearing a seatbelt protects a driver in the event of a collision. And driving distraction-free protects everyone. Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
And we're back here on MyTown TV. Greenup County on a little bit of a 4-point run here. Russell takes the timeout. Back to serve will be number 3, Emma Sargent. Serve is over, and it's long and out. Timeout pays off for Coach Mullins. Russell gets a break. Checking in now for the Lady Devils, number 4, sophomore Mallory Wells. The roster I have here lists Mallory at 5'10", and I don't think so. Serve over here from Wells. Taken. Nice recovery there, or attempt at recovery there by Sargent on the overpass on receive. Russell gets the point. Score moves 6-8 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. Wells with the serve. It's over. Free ball sent over, but no. A carry called against the Lady Musketeers. So Russell has pulled within 1. Substitution now checking in. Number 33, Ava Defoe. She replaces
Now serving for the Red Devils,
number 1, Bailey Willis.
Wells.
Wells back to the service line again for the Lady Devils. High floating serve taken. Set comes and a big swing dug out by Hall all the way up into the rafters. Russell's going to have the opportunity to push one over. There you go. Set comes, swing comes. Ball pushed up now by Wells, and the swing coming from Sizemore. She pushes deep corner. Ball a little wide of the stripe and out. They're going to say point Lady Musketeers. Russell asking for a touch. No call made, so point Lady Musketeers. Checking in now for Greenup County, number 24, Danica Veach. She replaces Ava Defoe. Back to serve for Greenup County, Kaylee Braden. Serve is over, taken by Brooklyn Sizemore. Set comes, swing coming from Vanover. It is long and out. Point Greenup County, score 10-7. Excuse me, they're going to call a touch there at the net. Point Lady Devils. Oh, no, they're saying there was a player in the net. Vanover now back to serve for the Lady Devils. Serve is over and in, taken by Hammond. Set coming and a swing. It's blocked. Recovered, now pushed deep. Hall recovers. Set by Wells. Swing coming from Sizemore. Now Greenup County returns favor. Ball up and into the rafters. Joust at the net. Won by Greenup County. Point Lady Musketeers. Lucy Roy checks back in now. Hammond, the libero for Greenup County, comes out. Caroline Woods now back to serve for Greenup County. Serve taken by Artis. Set comes. Swing in the middle by Sizemore is blocked by Roy. Greenup County now 11-8. Woods back to serve again. And that one is going to be long. Point Lady Devils. Bree Kraft checks in now for Russell. Checking out, number 34. Excuse me, Heidi Brown. Back to serve for Russell, number 21, senior Bree Kraft. Serve is over and in, taken by Roy. Set comes Roy coming with the swing, and she puts it right down the line. Point Lady Musketeers. Nice play there by Greenup County. It's very hard to defend Lucy Roy at the pin like that. Now back to serve. Number 15, Haley Dillo. Serve is over, and it is long. Point Lady Devils. I believe we've got a little bit of first game jitters, first game service issues going on both sides. And, you know, you're going to expect to see a little bit of rust here, first ball game of the season. Back to serve now for Russell. Number 12, Brooklyn Sizemore. Also checking in, Kaylee Wilson. She replaces number 4, Mallory Wells, and that's an ace for Sizemore. Russell off to a pretty hot start to start this set, picked up 2 or 3 quick points. Then Greenup County had rallied and has been ahead, I believe, since a tie at 4-4. Sizemore's serve is over again, taken by Braden. Swing coming now from Roy. She goes cross court, but it is wide, and we're all knotted up at 12. First time since 4-4, very early in the set. Sizemore to serve again. Taken by Hammond. Now a set coming here from Sargent. Swing by Roy. Blocked, but out. Point Lady Musketeers. Russell doing a good job of being aggressive at the net. And Roy uses the hands, though, to put it out of bounds off of Russell. So point Lady Musketeers. Veach back to serve now. Over and in, taken by Music. Set coming from Sizemore and a swing coming from Hall. She pushes over. It's dealt back row swing coming now from Dillo. Taken by Kraft. Ball popped up. There's going to be a battle at the net. And it's going to be 2. That's going to be 2 against Greenup, is what the call is. There was no contest at the net by Russell, and Russell didn't put the ball over. It was an overpass that had gone over. I think that Greenup was saying that it was a block. It's a tough spot there for the up official, but he sticks with his call, and now Artis back to serve for Russell. And the ball goes into the net. Service error for the Lady Devils, and that's going to send Lucy Roy back to the service line.
Now serving number 16, Lucy Roy.
Roy sends it over. And that ball is down and in, and that ball looked wicked traveling across the court there. The speed it had coming off her hand, I thought for sure it might have a chance to be out the back of the court, and it just sat right down in the back corner. A nice serve there by the senior. Score now 15-13. Roy serves again. Dug out by Hall. Lands between two Lady Devils. Little lack of communication there, and a second ace for Roy. This time Roy puts it into the net. I tell you, that serve had been deadly. Barely getting over the net with a lot of speed, and then it just has the bottom drop right out of it. That one, the bottom drop, just a hair too soon for her. J.C. Hall now back to serve for the Lady Devils. Serve is over and floats, taken by Hammond. Sargent now with the set. It goes cross court. Swing there by, Woods. Dug out. Swing by Music is dug out. And now a free ball sent over by Braden. Sizemore with the set. Push attempt by Brown. It's going to be sent back, and now a swing coming left-handed. Diving dig there by Sizemore. And a swing coming in the middle. Another block by Brown. Ball all over the place. Free ball over. Set coming in the middle now for Russell. Another dump and a point. Lady Devils, that was a tremendous volley, both sides of the court. Both teams showing a tremendous amount of scrap as that ball was bouncing all over the place. Eventually finished by a tip by Heidi Brown in the middle. Hall serves again, and it is in. Point, Lady Devils. J.C. Hall with the ace. Score knotted up again, 16-16. Hall serves again, this time taken, and now a set for Greenup County. Big swing coming by Woods, and it's down opposite. Point, Lady Musketeers. That was Caroline Woods on the swing. I apologize, Greenup fans. I'm trying to keep up. It was Ava Defoe receiving the serve and made a nice first pass to make that happen. Now serving Emma Sargent. It's taken by Music. Heidi Brown from way off the net. Goes way across court, and it gets down and in. Tremendous recovery there on a set way off the net. Out of necessity, that's just kind of how the ball ended up as we scrambled to gather the first pass. A nice play, though, on an out-of-system ball there. Back to serve now, number 4, Wells. Serve taken, set coming from Sargent, and a swing from Dillow. Nearly dug out by Hall, but it's way up in the stands off her hands, and a point for the Lady Musketeers. Checking in now for Greenup, number 24, Danica Veach. She replaces Ava Defoe.
Number 2,
Kaylee Braden now back to serve. It's over and taken by Artis. Set comes from Wells. It goes to Vanover. Vanover goes cross court, and it's wide, and point Lady Musketeers. Now checking in for Russell, number 9, Sloan Hicks. Another new, young, talented Lady Devil. She replaces Vanover. Serve now over by Braden. A set in the middle to Brown. Brown goes toward the back right, a little long. Point, Lady Musketeers score now 20-17. And Russell's going to use another timeout, and we'll take it as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Back here on MyTown TV, I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors. Again, it's always fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented to you by Big Sandy Superstore, and we certainly appreciate all of the support. Greenup County leads 20-17. with Kaylee Braden back at the service line. Serve coming, and it is in, taken by Artis. Set comes from Wells. It goes to Sizemore. Sizemore swings, and she puts it down just in front of the libero, Hammond, who is unable to extend and get to it. A nice swing there by the senior Sizemore. Now another substitution checking back in for Russell. Number 13, Brighton Vanover. She replaces Sloan Hicks. Vanover will head back to the service line. Serve is into the net. And Greenup County will get the serve back. I believe send Caroline Woods back to the service line. Vanover checks back out. Libero Artis back in. Serve goes to Brown on the back row. Set way off net, free ball sent over by Wilson. Now a swing coming from Roy in the middle. Russell gets a hand on it, but another free ball sent over. Greenup's going to have another attempt. This time they go outside to Dillo, and it's going to be off the shoulder of Hall, and a point, Lady Musketeers.
Now serving for Greenup, number 12, Caroline Woods.
Caroline Woods back to serve again. She puts it over. It's taken by Artis. Kaylee Wilson sends it over. Ball up into the rafters. Difficult to handle. And then a free ball, and it is over and out of bounds. Point, Lady Devils very close to being on the line. I believe J.C. Hall got her foot right over to it, and it is called out. Bree Kraft now back to serve for the Lady Devils.
Now serving for the Red Devils, number 21, Bree Kraft.
Score 22-19. Kraft's serve is over, and it's taken by Hammond. Set coming from Sargent, and that set ends up on the pin. Point, Lady Devils 22-20, and you got to be pretty happy with what you're getting here out of a first set, first ball game. Tight match here between the two district foes. Kraft to serve again. Floats it over, taken by Braden. Braden's pass just a little bit over and into the net. And it's going to be a point, Lady Devils. It's going to push it 22-21. There's been a couple situations here where Russell has gotten Greenup into a spot where they've forced a couple of overpasses into the net. I believe that's the third time that that has happened here in this first set. Kraft now to serve. And it's over, taken by Braden. Set comes from Sargent, and a swing from Roy. And it's going to be into the hands of Sizemore and Hall, and down for a Greenup County Lady Musketeer point. A nice play there by Greenup.
Now serving for Greenup, number 15, Haley
23-21 now. Dillo serves, taken by Artis. Wells hustles, and Russell will have to send a free ball over. Set coming, and here's the slide by Roy. Nice dig there by Artis. Russell goes to the set to Sizemore. She puts it down off the hands of Braden, and a tremendous, tremendous dig by Artis to keep that play alive. Because that slide right there and swing by Roy was very difficult to defend. Not only does she play above the net, but she packs a considerable amount of pop in that right hand, and a nice dig by Artis. Sizemore now to serve, score 23-22. Serve taken by Hammond, set by Sargent. Roy in the middle, and she is just a bit wide. And this game is, or excuse me, this set all knotted up, 23-23. Sizemore back to serve again. Serve is over and in, taken by Braden. Back set blocked at the net by Hall. Tremendous block up front by Hall. And a timeout taken by the Lady Musketeers. We'll take it as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Trust is something earned.
MyTown TV first set opening game of the season. 24-23, Russell currently leads by 1. Have trailed the majority of this first set, but a nice push here at around the 20-point mark has now got Russell up by 1 with senior Sydney Sizemore set to serve. Alliteration intended. Sizemore puts an over to Zen, taken by Wilson. Set by Sargent, and now a swing outside. I believe that was Woods. Sizemore now with the set, goes to Hall in the middle. Hall puts it down and point. Lady Devils, Russell takes the first set 25-23. I apologize, I got the name wrong, I believe, on that last swing for Greenup County. I don't think that was Woods, but I'm doing the best I can, folks. I apologize. And that ends set 1. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Mark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Mom, what's for dinner?
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here, and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
And we're back here on MyTown TV, about to start set number 2 in opening night here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. Again, thank you to our sponsors, fueled by Clark Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore. Also, always, I mentioned Ashland Credit Union in pregame. We're going to talk about Buffalo Wild Wings as a halftime sponsor. I don't got a halftime in a volleyball game, so big thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings and really everybody locally who helps support MyTown TV and allows us to get out here and showcase local student athletes. Really is a blessing to be able to do this. It's an awesome thing to be a part of. And if you've tuned in this evening, I certainly appreciate you, and so does the rest of the crew here at MyTown TV. As mentioned, Russell took set number 1. Doesn't look like any changes to the lineup for Greenup County to start. Looks like Hammond will come in there at the libero, but it looks like there is Braden stepping off. Will be Woods, Sargent, Roy, Dillo, and number 24, Danica Beach. For Russell, starting this second set will be Kraft, Hicks, Sizemore, Wilson, Hall, and Music. Artist checks in at the libero spot, and Hicks will step off until she gets around to the front row. Russell will start off at the service stripe in this second set. Serving is number 12, Brooklyn Sizemore. Sizemore's serve is overtaken by Hammond. Set coming from Sargent. They're going to Roy on the outside. Ball is tipped at the net. Near pancake by Brooklyn Sizemore there, trying to get down to it, but it grabs some gym floor, and Greenup County out 1-0. Dillo now to serve. Overtaken by Artis. Set comes from Sizemore. It goes to Music. Music puts it off some hands. Dug out. Joust goes at the net. And point. Lady Devils. J.C. Hall playing well up above the net. Greenup County looking, I believe, for her to be called for breaking the plane there at the top of the net, but no whistle comes. Artis now to serve for the Lady Devils. Taken by Braden. Set from Sargent. Goes to Roy. Roy with the swing. Nearly dug out again. I believe a couple Russell hands. Sizemore tries to get a hand to it, and point Greenup County on that outside. Lucy Roy is certainly a weapon for the Lady Musketeers. Back to serve now. Well, it was going to be 24 Danica Veach, and now substitution as Bailey Willis will check in to serve.
Now serving for the Musketeers, number 1.
If you just tuning in, Russell took the first set 25-23 after Greenup County led the majority of that first set. Willis with the serve. It's overtaken by Kraft. Set coming from Sizemore, well off the net. Push by Hall. Hammond collects it, but they're going to get Hall for a 2 on the push over. It's an interesting thing. There is no longer a 2 call against setters, but there can be a 2 call if it advances the ball over the net. At least that's how I have understood the rule. And again, I could be wrong. Serve from the Lady Musketeers there. Willis is out of bounds, a little wide. Point Lady Devils. Hall now back to serve for the Lady Devils. Jump serve is down, taken by Dillo. Sargent sets at the net. Roy with the swing, off some hands, and it is going to be down off the block. Russell not quick enough to cover at the block. Probably need to get a little bit of work there, because Russell has gotten some hands on the ball at the net but have been unable to recover and put the ball back up in the air. Serve now from Roy. Off the hands of Hall. Greenup County 5-2, and when they get in this rotation where Roy is serving, they can put up some points quickly. So another ace for Lucy Roy. I wish I'd have started out earlier keeping track. I know she had at least 4 in the first set. And that serve is out of bounds. Substitution now. Hammond comes in for Roy on the back row for Greenup County. Harper Music checks out, and Mallory Wells checks in for the Lady Devils. Sophomore Wells back to the service line. Serve is over and taken by Willis. Set by Sargent. Braden with the swing. She is a pretty tremendous athlete in her own right. I know we've talked quite a bit here about Lucy Roy and how much damage she can do. Kaylee Braden in her own right, very, very dangerous at the net. That quick set right there, she gets up and puts it down very quickly. Serve off the hands of the Lady Devils, and an ace for Greenup County. They've stretched it out now 7-3, and that is, I missed it earlier, Sargent back serving for the Lady Musketeers. Serve overtaken by Hall. Set comes from Wells and a swing by Brown. Left hand puts it down just out of the reach of the diving libero. Hammond, really good effort, really good hustle, just unable to get to that swing. Now substitutions for Russell.
Now serving for the Red Devils, number 6, Evelyn Ward.
Evelyn Ward in to serve for the Devils. She replaces Sloan Hicks. Ward's serve is taken by Willis, and a set goes to Dillo. Ward with the dig off the Dillo swing. Set goes to Sizemore. Sizemore swings. Nice dig by Willis, a good push. And now Russell's going to have to send a free ball, but good scrappy play there by the Red Devils to stay alive. Swing coming from Braden. It's got some heat. Dug out by Ward off the block. Russell's going to have to send another free ball. Wells sends it over, dug out by Hammond. Sargent with the set. It goes to Dillo. Dillo with the swing, off the net, off the hands, down for a point for the Lady Musketeers. A good volley right there, both sides of the ball. And Ward will check out, and Hicks will check back in, and then Hicks will sweep right back out as Artis will go to the back row to play for the front row player.
Now serving for Greenup, number 2, Kaylee Braden.
Kaylee Braden now back to the service stripe for Greenup County. Serve is over, and it's going to be an ace for Braden off the hands of the Lady Devils. Greenup County has done some significant damage from the service stripe in these 2 sets. Another serve over, nearly dug out by Artis, but Roy and Braden both have a serve that just barely clears the net. It's got a little bit of juice to it, and then, man, the bottom drops out. It is difficult to deal with, and Russell takes a timeout. We'll take it as well. Be right back in a minute on MyTown TV.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
With Ashland Credit Union.
MyTown TV, fueled by Clark's Pump and Chop. Russell coming out of the timeout, trailing 10-4. Haley Braden back to serve for Greenup County. She puts over. It's taken by Artis. Set comes from Wells. It goes to Brown. Brown puts it over. It's pushed up by Braden, and now a free ball sent over by Dillo. Hall takes it. Goes to Wells. Wells with the set. It goes to Sizemore. Sizemore swings. Dug out. Dillo quickly sends it back over, and then Russell has an overpass on the dig. And a kill by Dillo at the net. Greenup County extends the lead to 11-4. Kaylee Braden to serve again. Taken by Artis. It's a little short, and Artis has a hard time getting under it, and it's out of bounds. Another point for the Lady Musketeers of Greenup County. Checking in now, number 8 for Russell. That is Addie Bays. She replaces J.C. Hall on the back row. Russell having a hard time getting a break from this serving situation that Greenup's got going on. Serve goes to Bays. She puts the overpass over, and it's going to be put down up front. That's number 12, Caroline Woods. Another point, Greenup County. Kaylee Braden continuing at the service stripe. Taken by Artis, pushed over by Wells. Now Dillo with the tip. Kaylee Wilson tries to save it as it's going to end up short, and another point for Greenup County. They're up now 14-4. Russell cannot get out of this rotation. Wilson with the, Braden with the serve. It's going to be off the hands of Artis. 15-4, Greenup County. Artis checks out, Hicks checks in. I think that when this started, the score was 4-4. Hicks receives the serve, sends it over, and a random wild free ball kill for the Lady Devils. And everybody for Greenup County has to do a burpee on account of that one. I'm sure that Coach Coleman is going to be showing them that one on film, talking about how, they had been putting it to Russell, ran off, had all the momentum, and just had a little bit of a mental blunder there for the Lady Musketeers, but obviously went on a tremendous run as they lead 15-5. Kraft now back to serve. Puts over, it's taken by Braden. Set by Sargent, swing by Dillo. It's cross court and out. Point, Lady Devils. Kraft back to serve again. It's over and in, taken by Hammond. Set by Sargent, goes to the back row swing. And a nice dig by Kraft. Set goes to Wilson. Wilson with the swing, and it is long and out the back of the court. Point, Greenup County. But a really nice dig there by Kraft, but a really nice swing coming off the back row there by Braden. And Lucy Roy checks back in for the Lady Musketeers. She replaces the libero, Hammond.
Now serving for Greenup, number 12, Caroline Woods.
Caroline Woods to serve. Puts it over. It's off the platform of Artis. And a point for the Lady Musketeers. (17-6). Greenup County with a commanding lead, and that serve goes into the net. Harper Music now will check in for the Lady Devils. Checking out will be Mallory Wells.
Now serving for Russell,
Harper Music,
number 12,
the freshman,
Brooklyn
kind of established herself last year. Sizemore serves, taken by Braden. Set goes to Roy. Russell gets a hand on it, but unable to clean it up, and a point for the Lady Musketeers. Now back to serve, number 15, Dillo. Dillo puts the serve over, taken by Kraft. Set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall tries to tip it. Now a swing from Roy, pushed up by Sizemore. Artis with the set, goes to Music. Music with the swing, taken by Braden. Now a swing on the outside, that's Veach. Artis with the set, it goes back to Music again. She swings from the 10-foot line, taken by Hammond. Set coming from Sargent. The swing by Roy, she pushes it down. It hits in front of the libero. Point, Lady Musketeers, 19-7.
Serving for Greenup, number 15, Haley Dillo.
Dillo with the swings, taken by, or with the serve, taken by Kraft. Set goes to Sizemore, swing by Music. And it's going to be point, Lady Devils. They've got a Lady Musketeer in the net. Score now 19-8.
Now serving for Russell, number 24.
Back to serve now for the Lady Devils, number 24, Abby Artis. Serve is overtaken by Braden. Set by Sargent. And Greenup sends a free ball. Popped up by Hicks. Set goes to Music. She's blocked at the net. Dug out by Artis. Set in the middle now to Hall. Hall swings. Blocked by Roy. Russell's going to send a free ball over, and it's going to hit just out of bounds. Point, Lady Musketeers. Everybody was scrambling. Good effort, good hustle. And if anybody was wondering, I just made up a word. I just tried to combine hustle and effort and ended up with Heffel. You cannot use it. Back to serve now, Willis. Serve is overtaken by Kraft. Set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall with the swing. And it is out. Point, Lady Musketeers, score 21-8. Willis to serve again. Serve is over, pushed up by Kraft. Sizemore with the set, goes to Hicks. Hicks off the block and down for the Lady Devil point.
Kill by Hicks.
Heidi Brown will check in. She replaces Kraft.
Now serving for the Red
Now
Devils,
serving
number
for
7,
Russell, number
J.C.
7,
Hall.
J.C. Hall. Hall serves, taken by Dillo, set by Sargent. Little bit wide. Roy does all she can, but can't get it back across. And Russell finally hits double figures. Score now 21-10. Hall back to serve again. And that one's going to be long and out. Point, Lady Musketeers. Substitution on that side for Greenup. Libero checks out as number 12, Caroline Woods, checks in. Lucy Roy, who has had a series of aces throughout these first two sets. Steps to the service line. That serve had some heat taken by Hall, and a left-handed swing by Brown. Really nice placement there by Brown, the sophomore. Excuse me, the junior. And a point for the Lady Devils. Score now 22-11. Substitution now. Music will check out into serve for Russell number 4, Mallory Wells. Score 22-11. Serve taken by Willis. Set goes. Swing by Braden. Then off the hands of the Russell defense. Point Lady Musketeers. Kaylee Braden has had a tremendous set for the Lady Musketeers. At the service stripe, at the net, done a lot of good things for the Lady Musketeers. Set goes now to Brown. Brown with the swing off the block, dug out by Willis. Set goes to Braden. Braden with the swing, and another point for the Musketeers. 24-11. Set point for the Lady Musketeers. Served by Sargent, taken by Wells. Brown goes up at the net. All kinds of bodies in the net. Set got a little too tight. Brown was unable to stay out of it, and that's how we're going to finish set number 2. Greenup with a commanding win, 25-11. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
People like to ask us what we do. We do it all.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, and we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
And we're back here on MyTown TV, getting ready to start set number 3. Russell came away with a 25-23 win in set number 1. Greenup County comes out on fire in set 2, wins that one 25-11. The big story there, Kaylee Braden back at the service stripe. Majority of that set, I think that she ran off 10 or 11 in a row to give Greenup County a commanding advantage in that set. Russell had the wheels fall off. About the best way I could describe it there in that set. Looking to recover here in the third. Out onto the court now for the Lady Devils. Looks like it will be Artis, Wilson, Sizemore, Hall, Music, and Kraft. For Greenup County, starting out will be Hammond, Dillow, Braden, Veach, Sargent, and Roy. Greenup County will get the serve to start this third set. Looks like it will be Dillow back at the stripe.
Serving for Greenup, number 15, Haley Dillow.
Dillo with the serve, taken by Artis. Set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall with the swing, blocked by Roy at the net. Big block up front there by the Greenup middle hitter. Really nice play. Dillo to serve again. Serve taken by Kraft. Free ball sent over by the Devils. Difficult to handle though. Set goes to Roy in the middle. She pushes over into all kinds of space in the middle of the Russell defense. Had three there standing looking to see what was going to happen. And Greenup County up 2-0. Dillo serves again, taken by Music. Deep push there by Sizemore. Heads up play by the senior. Finds a deep corner and a point for the Lady Devils. Score now 2-1. I'll tell you something that, just in the first match, what I'm seeing, Sizemore obviously very heads up play right there. Russell has some explosiveness with Hall. Greenup County's got a lot of power between Roy and Braden. Nice dig there by Kraft. Sizemore with the set. Artis sends a free ball over. Roy with the dig. Set in the middle to Roy again. She tools the block down for the point for the Lady Musketeers off the hands of Hall. Entering the ball game now for the Lady Musketeers is Willis. She replaces Danica Veach, and she will go back to the service line for Greenup County. Serve is over, and they're going to say it got the line, an ace for Greenup County. Score now 4-1. Another serve from Willis taken by Artis. Now a swing comes from Wilson. Roy in the middle. Nice dig by Artis. Now a set goes opposite to Braden. She tries to tip it over. Would have been a pretty smart play, just not hardly enough on the push, and a point for the Lady Devils.
Now serving for Russell, number 24, Abigail Artis.
The libero, Artis, now back to serve for Russell. Serve is overtaken by the other libero, Hammond. Set goes to Roy. Roy with the swing and got underneath of that one a little bit, sends it out the back. Score now 4-3 in favor of Greenup County. Artis to serve again. Little miscommunication on the back end for Greenup County, and that ball is down for the Russell ace.
Ace served by Artis.
Artis put it right between Hammond and Dillo, and just a little late to react to it. Now a serve comes from Artis again. This time taken by Hammond, set by Sargent, goes to Braden. Braden with the deep push, taken by Artis. Now Music with the swing at the net, dug out by Willis. Sargent with the set. She goes back to Dillo. Dillo with the push. Set in the middle now to Hall. Hall off the hands. A nice dig there by Dillo. And Hammond sends it over. Free ball by Greenup. Deep push now. Nice play there by Willis. And a swing from Braden. Push goes off the hands of the would-be Lady Devil blockers and out of bounds for the Lady Musketeer point. Heads up play there by Braden.
Now serving for Greenup, number 16, Lucy Roy.
Now the ever dangerous Lucy Roy back to the service stripe. Taken by Hall, and Russell's going to have a chance. Push over by Sizemore. Overpass. And I think they're going to get a carry against Greenup County, but it's going to be point Lady Devils. Wait, no, it's going to be 2 thumbs up. And now the up ref is going to call for a redo on that one. He was a little premature on the whistle. Wasn't sure what he was trying to get called. But either way, Lucy Roy will serve again, and that's something that Russell doesn't want to see happen. Roy with the serve, taken by Artis, off her hands and into the stands. That serve does come with a lot of juice. Roy to serve again, score 6-4. Taken by Artis. Good hustle by Sizemore. The setter couldn't hardly get to it. Greenup County now up 7-4. Roy to serve again. This time off the hands. And I wish I would have kept track of aces at the start, but that's several there for Roy.
Timeout, Red Devils.
And Russell has called a timeout. And we'll take it as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
Download our app today.
Whoa, easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me?
Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Hot doggies, give me that.
What in the Pixar?
You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Get some every time.
Rewards. Got it.
Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
And we're back here on MyTown TV. Greenup County up 8-4 with Lucy Roy at the service stripe. And I tell you, Roy or Braden back there serving have given Russell fits. Roy's, and they're going to say that ball got onto the floor. Russell said they got to it and got a hand under it, but the up official calls it down. And there's no review process at the high school level. A nice play there by Brooklyn Sizemore. A nice serve by Lucy Roy. And another serve. This one out the back of the net. And now it will be Russell going back to the service stripe after Lucy Roy runs off, I believe, about 5 in a row. Hall back to serve now for the Lady Devils. Sorry, got a little distraction earlier. Had Riker Mullins come up to me needing concession money. Hall now to serve. Taken by Willis, set by Sargent, goes outside, big swing block at the net, and now a push by Greenup, taken by Artis, over to Sizemore, swing by Brown in the middle, and it is going to be out the back. Greenup County leads 10-5. I apologize earlier on the swing on the far side over there, outside hitter there was number 12, Caroline Woods.
Now serving for Greenup, number 3, Emma Sargent.
Sargent with the serve, taken by Artis. Now a swing by Braden. Off the block, it ends up between Hall and Artis. Miscommunication. First game rust showing there for Russell. And Greenup County leads 11-5. So what I've seen in this match is Greenup County has the ability to put up points in a hurry and in bunches. That serve tickles the tape and just falls over point. Lady Musketeers score now 12-5 on the ace by Sargent. Sargent again puts it over, taken by Artis. It goes to Music. Hall pushes it over, taken by Willis. Now set goes to Dillo. Dillo with the swing, and it is long. Point Lady Devils. Substitution now. Wells comes in for Music. Wells will go back to the service stripe.
Serving for the Red Devils, number 4, Mallory Wells.
Serve overtaken by Wills. Set goes to Dillo. Dillo does a nice job of not getting in the net. Russell sends a free ball deep corner taken by Hammond. Set goes and a swing by Wood. She's unable to get on top of the ball and it's out the back. Point Lady Devils. Wells to serve. Taken by Hammond. Then to Willis. Now a free ball sent over by Dillo, taken by Artis. Wells with the set. Goes to Hicks. Hicks goes cross court and finds a deep corner hole. A really nice shot there by the sophomore. Point Lady Devils. Wells with the serve, taken by Willis. Sargent unable to get to that first pass, and a point. Lady Devils score now 12-9. Wells with the serve, taken by Dillo. Now Dillo with the swing, blocked at the net, dug out by Artis. Set comes from Wells. Cross court shot there by Sizemore, it's dug out. Now Willis with the push over, taken by Artis to Wells. Swing by Sizemore, it's blocked. Push taken by Hall. Sizemore now with the tip. Block, tipped. Greenup sends the free ball, taken by Brown. Set, Brown with the swing, left-handed, and it's going to be down off of the block. I've been pretty impressed with Brown's ability to switch hands at the net. I think typically she is a right-handed hitter, but very comfortable going and hitting the ball over with that left hand. She's coming off of a shoulder injury from last season, and I think that she did some work with her left hand, and it's showing here tonight. Blocked there at the net by Brown. Now deep hit goes to Hall, set to Wells. Hicks with the swing, dug out by Willis. Great hustle by Sargent. Greenup sends the free ball, goes to Hall. Wells with the serve. And it's a little long. Russell, coach, fans, bench all up, complaining that they were crossed the net on the touch. Up official and down official are conferring. Point Greenup County. Now back to serve for Greenup County. Number 2, Kaylee Braden. She went on a big streak in set number 2. The serve taken by Sizemore, set by Wells, swing by Sizemore, dug out by Hammond. Set now goes to Dillo. Dillo long, and they're going to say touch at the net. Point Greenup County. Braden to serve again, score 14-10. Serve taken by Artis. Set goes to Wells. Brown with the tip. Point Greenup County, 15-10. Braden to serve again. This is where Greenup has really hurt Russell in this rotation right here with Braden at the service stripe. And Russell is going to take a timeout. And we'll stay here. You know, we've only got a minute here in the timeout, so let's give a shout-out again to our sponsors. Again, we're fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented to you by Big Sandy Superstore. Russell had gained a little momentum there and cut the score to 13-10. A call that the Russell bench and coach and fans didn't agree with happened, and they kind of took that momentum, and now Greenup County has certainly regained it. And, you know, that's one thing that I love about volleyball so far. It is such a game of swings. And like, momentum can go back and forth in a heartbeat. And so now Greenup has gained it back. Russell has got to compete and fight and try to get Kaylee Braden off the service stripe. She has hurt them there all evening. And now here we are, score 15-10. And Braden back at the stripe coming out of the timeout. Serve is over and taken by Sizemore. Set by Wells, swing by Sizemore. Off the block and down, off the post, and point Lady Devils. A big break there for Russell. Now substitutions. The libero will check out, and Evelyn Ward will check in to serve for the Lady Devils.
Now serving for Russell, number 6, Evelyn Ward.
It's pretty interesting, you know, the way the libero works, it doesn't count against your substitutions. Nice serve there and a swing by Dillo, and it is long and out. But if you don't know, you're only allowed 18 substitutions in a volleyball match or in a volleyball set. So by using a libero, you have a free substitution, and that's how we end up with Ward in to serve here. And another serve from her taken this time, and that is by Veach. And now a swing, a nice dig by Ward. Push coming. Dug out by Braden, and now a swing from Dillo. Dug out by Hall. Hall's with an overpass. We got a joust at the net. Brown gets it over, and then a swing by Dillo. A heads-up play there by Haley Dillo, the senior. Knows that Russell is a bit out of sorts there and puts it over. And a nice play. Substitution now. Hicks checks in for Ward, and then the libero comes in for Hicks on the back row. Serving now for Greenup, number 12, Caroline Woods, excuse me. Serve taken by Hall, set by Wells. Kaylee Wilson with the tip. Dug out. Roy with the set. Now free ball sent over, and it hits the line. Point Lady Musketeers. Now substitution, and it will be Addie Bays coming in for number 7, J.C. Hall. (17-12). Woods to serve. Taken by Artis. Nice set by Wells, and a big swing in the middle by Sizemore. Point Lady Devils.
Kill by Sizemore.
Substitutions coming, entering number 21, Bree Kraft. She replaces Brown, and Hall comes back in for Bays. And up to the front row, Russell down 17-13.
Now serving for the Red Devils, number 21.
Back to serve, number 21, Bree Kraft. Serve is short and nice dig though by Dillo, and a tip coming by Roy. Good placement, and the ball is out of bounds off the Devils defense. Russell just a split second late to react. Serve over taken by Sizemore. Set goes to Sizemore. Now she goes down the line, and it is out. Point Greenup County. Score 19-13. Dillo to serve again. Serve taken by Sizemore. Wells with the set. It goes to Hall. Hall with the swing. Hands on it at the net by Greenup, and now a push by the setter. Nice placement on the swing there by Sizemore. She's had some success there at the net, and I think Russell's going to have to keep going back to her if they have any shot at coming back here in this third set. Harper Music checks in as Mallory Wells checks out. Sizemore to serve. It's over, taken by Hammond. It goes to Roy. Back row swing coming from Dillo. Dug out by Sizemore. Set by Artis, goes to Music. Now a dig by Braden. Now Roy with the swing, and that ball is on the line. Point Lady Musketeers. (20-14), Greenup County well ahead here in the third set. Bailey Willis back to the service line for Greenup County. Serve is over. Off the platform of Music and out of bounds. 21-14. Willis back to serve. taken by Artis. Sizemore with the set. It goes to Hall. Hall off of several would-be Greenup County blockers, and a point for the Lady Devils.
Kill by J.C. Hall.
Artis now back to serve.
Now serving for the Red Devils, number 24, Abigail Artis.
Artis serves. It's over. Taken by Dillo. Set by Sargent. It's going to Braden. Braden with the tip. Dug out by Sizemore. Set now by Artis, and a swing by Music. And it's going to be point Lady Devils as they're going to get a Lady Musketeer in the net. And I think it is going to be Roy that they got on that one. Artis now back to serve again. Willis with the dig. Set goes to Roy. Roy with the big swing down for the Lady Musketeer point. A lot of power in that right hand. Roy not happy with the in the net call. Saw her just looking mouth to the crowd here that she's cutting off her hair because I think it's her ponytail keeps getting in the net. So that was pretty good to watch there. But a big swing after catching in the net, and she goes back to the service stripe where she has caused some issues for the Lady Devils. And that time she gets on top of the ball a bit much and puts it in the net. Substitution coming. It looks like Hammond will check in for Roy, and for Russell, Heidi Brown checks in for Bree Kraft. Hall now back to serve, score 22-17. High floating serve by Hall, taken by Willis off her platform to the right, and Greenup County is unable to recover. Ace for the Lady Devils. Hall to serve again. This time taken by Willis, and a set coming from Sargent. Braden with the swing in the middle, blocked by Hicks. Big play there by the sophomore.
Blocked by Hicks.
Hall to serve again, score 22-19. Floats the serve over, taken by Willis. Set coming from Sargent. Another swing by Braden. This time there is a block, hands at the net, and they're going to get Greenup County in the net again. This time the Greenup faithful doesn't like it. And now score 22-20. Russell climbed back into it. Hall to serve again. Short and down. Hammond with good effort but unable to get to it. And Greenup County is going to use a timeout, and we will as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Wearing a seatbelt protects a driver in the event of a collision. And driving distraction-free protects everyone. Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Trust is something earned.
Here on MyTown TV, deep in the third set, Russell took the first one, Greenup took the second one, and now we're looking at 22-21 in a really nice district matchup here to open up volleyball season in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. It's been a good one. Russell's fought and clawed back. Greenup has looked very powerful throughout the match. Hall with the serve off the platform of Willis, and score now knotted up 22-22. Hall to serve again. This one's over, and it is long. Greenup County gets the break it needs. Score now 23-22. Back to serve goes Emma Sargent. Setter puts it over. Hall puts it up. Artis gets second ball pushed over now by Sizemore. She tries to put it down the middle. Hammond with the set goes to Braden. Braden with the push. And this time they're going to get Russell in the net. Substitution now coming. 24-22, Greenup County up. And Brighton Vanover will check in for Harper Music. This is set point. Sargent puts the serve over. It's going to be an overpass, a joust opportunity at the net. Russell unable to get a hand on it. Point down. Greenup County gets to win in set number 3, 25-22. We'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Cycling with my wife was a lifestyle for me. The more and more I cycled, the harder and harder it was to get out of chairs. It was restricting everything that I could do. The ultimate result was hip replacements. King's Daughters, they were fantastic. The same day I got home from the hospital, I hopped right on my bike. Knowing that you can get back on your bike and go out and accomplish something that you didn't think you'd be able to, it's just amazing.
Inspired orthopedics care at UK King's Daughters.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And we're back here on MyTown TV, about to start set number 4. Greenup County leads 2-1. Russell takes the first set after clawing back. Greenup had the advantage, the majority of the set. Russell wins the first one 25-23. Greenup with a commanding 25-11 victory in set number 2. Kaylee Braden got stuck back there at the service line for the Lady Musketeers and went on a run. Russell didn't have much of an answer. Greenup leads the majority of set number 3. Russell is able to claw their way back into it, tie it at 22, and then Greenup runs off 3 in a row to win set number 3, 25-22. And we are getting ready to start set number 4 here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium. Looks like the same lineup for the Lady Musketeers. Russell will start with Wilson, Hall, Sizemore, Kraft, Music, and Hicks. You know, during the timeouts and in between sets, gives me the opportunity. I was trying to eat as much popcorn as I could. I don't know if you're here tonight or if you're ever in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium concession stand. They do a pretty good job. It's pretty good popcorn. You give it a shot. But we are all set here for set number 4. Russell's got to win this one to send it to a 5th. And Greenup County, if they can take set number 4, will come away with a 3-1 victory here on the opening night of volleyball season. District rivalry here, and so far it has been a good one. And what I have seen, Russell has the ability in some spots to put up some points in a hurry. Greenup County has a couple of rotations that if they can get in, they can put up points in bunches, and there is a lot of power between Braden and Dillo and Roy. Those girls all very, very capable at the net and from the service line. Russell will start out with the serve here in set number 4. Sizemore to serve. Sizemore with the serve. Taken by Dillo, set by Sargent, goes to Roy. Roy with the swing, dug out by Kraft, set by Sizemore, goes to Music. Music into the net. Point. Lady Musketeers to start set 4. Dillo to serve now for the Lady Musketeers. Taken by Music, set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall with the tip, dug out by Dillo, set by Sargent, goes to Roy, and Roy with the tip, and it is down. Able to avoid the block there by Hall. Heads up play there by the senior in the middle.
Serving for Greenup, number 15, Haley Dillo.
Dillo to serve again. Taken by Artis, off Hall. Now a free ball goes to Hammond. Sargent with the set, goes to Roy. Roy with the big swing. Nice dig by Artis. Now a swing coming from Music, taken by Braden. Set goes to Roy. Roy pushes it over, or excuse me, tips it over. Now a swing by Music, taken by Hammond. Back row swing coming from Braden. Hall gets a hand on it, but Russell not quick enough to react. Ball hits in the middle of the floor, and Greenup leads 3-0. Dillo with the serve, taken by Kraft. Sizemore goes for the push, but the ball is wide and out. Greenup up 4-0. Dillo with the serve, taken by Artis. Gets Sizemore way off the net, and Hall has to send a free ball. Push by Dillo, off the tape, taken by Artis, and now free ball ends up on the floor, and Russell's down 5-0 early. But first pass here has taken Russell Setter chasing the ball several times and not been able to get many sets on the net. Artis, that's a good first pass. Set goes to Hall at the net. She gets the tip, dug out by Hammond. Now a free ball by Greenup, taken by Kraft. Sizemore with the set, goes to Hall. Hall with the swing, block, dug out by Wilson. Now a push by Music. Sargent sets Roy at the net. Roy pushes it down. Point Greenup County 6-0 in favor of the Lady Musketeers, and Russell is going to take a timeout. We'll take it as well. Be right back here in a minute on MyTown TV.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
And we're back here on MyTown TV. Russell yet to come from the timeout. Greenup already on the floor, ready to go. Leading 6-0 here in the fourth set. Big thank you to our sponsors. Fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore, and I'm not going to leave out Ashland Credit Union and Buffalo Wild Wings. Big thank you to everybody who makes my town possible. Dillo with the serve, taken by Music, set by Sizemore, and a swing by Music, and it's into the net. That's going to be 4 on Russell, as the ball was not contacted by a hand until after it had been played into the net. Dillo to serve again. This one's over, taken by Artis. Set by Sizemore, swing, and blocked at the net by Roy. Greenup with a lot of power in that front row. Dillo with the serve, taken by Artis. Set by Sizemore, goes to Wilson. Wilson with the swing, and it's out the back of the net. That makes it 9-0. Russell looking for a touch at the net, doesn't get the call. Dillo to serve again. Taken by Music, and now a joust at the net, won by Sizemore, and a point for the Lady Devils. Hicks will check in for the Lady Devils.
Now serving for the Red Devils, number 24.
Artis back to serve. Score
Artis.
9-1 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. Artis with the serve. It's taken by Braden. Set coming from Sargent. Back row swing by Dillo. Dug out nicely by Sizemore, and now a swing coming at the 10-point line by Music. Dug out by Dillo, and now put down by Roy in the middle of the court. 10-1.
Now serving for Greenup, number 1, Bailey Willis.
Bailey Willis now back to serve for the Lady Musketeers. Serve is dug out by Hall, set by Sizemore, goes to Hall. Hall with the swing, dug out by Hammond. Russell thought it was going to be down, and this time the push by Sizemore is. Russell very nearly gave that one away with an early celebration. And now Brown will check in for Kraft. Hall back to serve.
Number 7, J.C. Hall.
Hall with the serve, floats over, taken by Dillo, set by Roy. Swing by Braden, and it is out the back. Point Lady Devils. Score now 10-3. Hall with the serve. Taken by Willis. Set by Sargent, and a push by Braden. Swing coming now from Music, and it's blocked at the net by Braden and Roy. Point for the Lady Musketeers. Roy now back to the service line. She has been dangerous there this evening. Served by Roy, dug out by Hall. Good hustle by Sizemore, and now a swing from way on the back low is Music, and it's into the net. Point, Lady Musketeers. Checking in now will be Brighton Vanover. She will replace Harper Music. Roy with the serve. Out the back of the court, and Russell catches a break there. Substitution coming now, and that will be Mallory Wells checking in for Brighton Vanover. Wells will go back to the service line.
Now serving for Russell, number 4, Mallory Wells.
Wells with the serve. Diving attempt by Hammond. Good effort by the libero. Off her platform, though, and out of bounds. Point Russell.
Served by Wells.
Wells to serve again. And this one is into the net. Point for the Lady Musketeers.
Now serving for Greenup, number 3, Emma Sargent.
Sargent to serve now for Greenup County. Serve taken by Hall, set by Wells, goes to Sizemore. Sizemore with the swing, dug out by Willis. Now it goes to Braden, pushes deep corner. Wells with the set, goes to Sizemore. It's blocked, dug out by Artis. Russell keeps it alive, pushed over by Hicks. Russell's got another chance. Swing coming now from Brown. She rolls it over. Hammond now with the set. It goes out to Dillo. Dillo with the swing. Dug out by Hall. Set by Wells. Nice recovery there by Sizemore. Hammond with the set. It goes back to Dillo again. Artis with the dig, and they're going to get Dillo for the 2. Again, it's a kind of a funky rule. It's the change that came with it. There is no 2 on a set, but the ball can't cross the net on a 2. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong. I will get confirmation later. Back to serve now goes Evelyn Ward. Ward sends it over. It's taken by Hammond. Set by Sargent. Swing by Dillo. Dillo down the line and in. And Ward will come out. Hicks will check back in. In for Greenup County, number 24, Danica Veach. She replaces Willis. And now Artis comes in for Hicks on the back row. Kaylee Braden to serve for Greenup County. Serve goes into the net. And that's really pretty fortunate for the Lady Devils. It seems like all night Braden she'd had a couple really good runs there serving the ball. Now serving for Russell, number 21, Bree Kraft. Kraft with the serve. It's handled by Veach and now rolled over by Dillo. A set into the middle and Hall puts it down. It's off the shoulder of Hammond. Good effort by the libero. Now serving again will be Kraft. Pushed over now by Dillo. Artis recovers the ball. Russell's going to have to send the free ball, and that's Wells. Dug out by Braden, and now a set goes to Dillo. Dillo with the swing. Dug out by Artis. Kraft sends it up. Russell's going to send another free ball. This one is dug out by Hammond. Now a set into the middle. Popped up by Sizemore. Set goes to Sizemore. She tries to punch it over. It's into the net, and a point for Greenup. Russell can't seem to get into system. I think right there in that volley they managed to send 3 or 4 free balls instead of ever getting into an offense where they're actually putting the pressure on the defense of Greenup County. Caroline Woods now back to serve for Greenup. Score 15-8. Woods puts the serve over. It's dug out by Kraft. Wells with the set. It goes to Sizemore. Sizemore sends it over. Dug out by Braden. That pass is into the net, which led the setter into the net, and a point for the Lady Devils. Music will check in and Wells will check out. Brooklyn Sizemore back to serve for Russell. Serve is dug out by Hammond. It goes to Sargent on the set. Russell manages to get the ball over. Great hustle and effort by Artis. And this time the ball is put down by Dillo. What a ricochet that was. Ball nearly on the dirt or on the floor. Artis, great effort on the dive, gets underneath of it. Actually hits the ball off of Hall's shoulder, which then careens over the net. Now Dillo to serve for Greenup County. Ball put up in the air by Kraft. Free ball sent over by Sizemore. And a set in the middle to Roy. And she's off the hands and down for the Greenup County point. Score now 17-9. Dillo serves. Music pushes it up. Set in the middle now, and this time Hall is able to put it down. A nice set there by Brooklyn Sizemore. Back to serve now goes Artis. Score 17-10. Serve put up by Braden. Now a swing coming from Roy into the hands of the blockers, and that gets down and out of bounds off the hands of Russell. Point Lady Musketeers. Willis goes back to serve now. Score 18-10. Willis puts it into the net. Russell catches a break. Substitution, Brown comes in for Kraft.
Now serving for Russell,
number 7, J.C. Hall now back to serve. Floats it over, it's taken by Willis. Now a swing coming from Braden. No, she tips. Good diving effort, and another good diving effort by Dillo, and more diving effort by Lady Musketeers. Willis tries to get to it. Ball gets down. Great effort there on both sides, and the ball gets down for the Lady Devil point. Hall to serve again, score 18-12. This one's put up by Hammond. Now a set comes. Braden with the swing. Russell gets a block. Music puts it back up. Set coming from Sizemore. It goes to Brown. Brown with the swing. Hammond with the dig. Pushed back over by Braden. Artist now with the set. Goes to Music. Music with the swing. It goes back to Willis. Back set. Dillo with the swing, and that's long. Point Lady Devils. Pretty good volleyball both sides there. Hall to serve again, score 18-13. Willis receives the serve. Sargent with the set. Roy with the swing. Hall with the dig. It's up into the rafters, and it gets one. And Russell unable to get to it off the bounce. Point Lady Musketeers. Lucy Roy now back to serve, score 19-13. Serve is over, taken by Artis. Music with the second pass, swing from the back row by Hall, and it's out. Point for Greenup County. Roy to serve again. It's over, taken by Artis. Music with the set, swing by Brown, dug out by Roy, set by Sargent, goes to Braden. Braden with the tap. Russell's going to be in the net. Point Greenup County, score now 21-13. Roy with the serve, and that one will be out. 21-14 now. And Hammond will check back in. Roy will check out. Wells will check in for Music, and she will go to the serving stripe for the Lady Devils. Russell desperately needs to go on a run here. Find themselves trailing by 7 here in the fourth set. Down 2-1. Sophomore serves, puts it over. Dug out by Willis. Set goes Dillo with the swing. It's blocked. They're going to say it wasn't blocked. It was into the tape and back. Point for Russell. Willis receives the serve. Set goes to Sargent. Push by Braden, and then Braden puts it down after Russell gets the block and tries to push it back over. Heads up play there by the senior. Sargent to serve. It's put up by Artis. Set goes wide, and they're going to get Russell in the net again. Swing by Sargent, or excuse me, served by Sargent. Overpass by Russell, a joust at the net. Sizemore goes up and puts it down, popped up by Greenup County, and now Greenup's going to send a free ball. Russell tries to push it back over in his base. Now Hicks battling at the net. Another swing by Hicks, and another swing by Greenup. And a lot of effort there on both sides for Russell to put the ball down. They lead now Greenup County leads 23-16. Checking in now to serve is Evelyn Ward. Ward serve is put up by Willis. Set comes from Sargent. A swing by Dillo. And that's down. Point for the Lady Musketeers, and it is 24-16. This is set point, and this is game point. Substitutions coming. Hicks will check in for Wells. Or excuse me, Hicks will check in for Ward. And Bays will check in for Hall. And then going to the back row, the libero Artis will replace Hicks. 24-16. Braden with the serve, and it is long. Point Lady Devils. Substitutions coming. Hall will check back in for Bays, and Kraft will check in for Brown. Kraft back to serve for Russell. They trail by 7. Kraft with the serve. It's put up, I believe that was Veach, and now a swing by Dillo, blocked at the net. Wells pushes the ball up, set by Artis, and now a push by Sizemore. Hammond now with the set, and a swing by Dillo. Diving effort by Kraft, and the ball is down, and Greenup County wins 25-17. And that will be the ball game. We'll take a quick commercial break, be right back here for a quick recap on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
They say products aren't built to last, and that they just don't make things like they used to. Since 1953, Big Sandy's been serving our customers quality and reliability at a great price. And that's why we're proud to carry Speed Queen, quality washers and dryers built here in America, with commercial-grade metal parts and backed by industry-leading warranties. Get the guaranteed lowest price and fast delivery on all Speed Queen appliances at Big Sandy's Superstore.
Greenup County is bringing dental care directly to your schools. Learn more at greenupchdky.gov.
Greenup County Health Department. Public health is public wealth.
Hey, we're Jim and Joe's Garage. Family owned and operated for 3 generations.
We sell cars,
Do bodywork and repair.
we've got a full-service mechanic for when your check engine light comes on.
And we have all kinds of great parts and accessories.
Stop by and see us sometime here at Jim and Joe's.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
Mom, what's for dinner?
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And we're back here on MyTown TV. We just wrapped up opening night of volleyball season here in Marvin Meredith Gymnasium for the Lady Red Devils and the Lady Musketeers. Really, really good first match for both teams. Greenup County comes away with the win, 3-1. Very impressed with Greenup County. Got a ton of power and the ability to put up a lot of points very quickly, especially behind Roy and Braden and Dillo. Really got good defensive work out of Willis and Veach and Hammond. Had nice setting up front by Sargent. Also very, very dangerous team from the service line. Greenup County was able to put up a bunch of aces there, but really got into a couple of rotations that Russell just had a hard time getting them out of. Russell looked good in spots, was able to fight and claw back and make games more competitive, but in a couple sets, of the fourth set, they were down 9-0 even to start the set, and that's a difficult hole for anybody to climb out of. Russell falls to 0-1. Greenup moves to 1-0 in the district. Greenup moves to 1-0, and Russell moves to 0-1, but a nice first night in the district. Really competitive volleyball match, and I'd imagine that both teams, knocking off a lot of rust, getting a lot of first game jitters out, and moving forward, I think these two teams are going to be very competitive. But Greenup and Russell both have the potential to be dangerous. Greenup County comes away with the win tonight. If you tuned in and listened, just want to say thank you. Big shout out to all the production crew. Did a fantastic job of keeping me on time and bringing me back where I needed to be, because sometimes I get distracted. But Big thank you to them. Big thank you to our sponsors, Clark Pump and Shop, Big Sandy Superstore, Ashland Credit Union, Buffalo Wild Wings, anybody else that helps make this possible. We certainly enjoy doing it. Glad to be back on the mic. Hope you all enjoyed the call. Hope you all enjoyed the game, and I hope you tune back in for the next one. I know Russell plays again on Thursday, and I believe Greenup County does as well. Russell has another district region opponent in Boyd County coming up. I'm not sure of Greenup's schedule, but if you tuned in again, thank you, and hope and we'll try it. Hold on. Hope everybody has a wonderful night. Good night.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Clark's Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
People like to ask us what we do. We do it all.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
Community inclusion is redefining support for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. From day training and care management to in-home support and family home providers, they help individuals live, work, and thrive in their communities. Now accepting referrals across Kentucky. Email info@communityinclusionky.com to get started today.